Well, hello again, my darlings. This is Jane B. Lee, and this time I'm outside. I don't know for how long. It's been sprinkling, and I hear thunder in the background. So this may be short or whatever. But I'm out of prison, so I'm outside, and the weather is warm anyway, and the daffodils are blooming, and the forest is starting to bloom. There's just the littlest tiny buds in the forest right now. It's really going to be nice in a week or two. I'm going to really enjoy it. So this is good weather, you would think. I was thinking about things that we've done in our life that somehow drop into our stories. They just kind of collide and drop into the stories, and sometimes we don't realize it, and sometimes we do. Sometimes it's on purpose, and sometimes it's not. This book, Identity, the first half was about me. That wasn't just some of the things that dropped into my life. That was my life, Then I started writing a novel on top of a biography. So it became a novel biography altogether by the time I finished it. So it's not very long. It's 56,000 words. Tells you how much I've done with my life. So anyway, just wanted to bring that up. The other thing is that I was looking at the new book that I'm writing, Angel the Assassin. I'm getting a lot of writing done, not being able to go anywhere. So I just finished chapter 32. And I was looking at that, and I was thinking about the things that have happened in my life and how they've ended up in chapter 32. Some of the things happened in chapter 32. Somehow the bad things seem to end up in our books and not always the good things. I don't know why, but being left, having somebody leave you, have a lover leave, that's very stressful and good writing material, actually. So I was writing about that and putting that into the book too. Don't mind me, this is a chair, this rocks back and forth, and so sometimes I get anxious and rock. I try not to. A couple of the other things I was thinking about too was from my past, and this is because it's spring, and from my hippie past, since when I was a hippie, I wrote this poem, and you can tell it's a hippie poem when you hear it. It's called Grass by Jane B. Lee. I can't hear the grass grow. My eardrums have been shattered by the noise of heavy trucks, jackhammers, and cement mixers. I can't see the soft green tufts. My eyes have been blinded by the bright steel and tinted glass. I can't smell the freshness of grass. My lungs have been filled with chemicals and hydrocarbons. I can't taste the pure sweetness of spring grass. My mouth has been fouled by cigarettes, saccharin, and whiskeys. I can't touch the coarse softness of grass. My parks are gone. My hills are gone. My fields are gone. My people have covered them with asphalt and concrete and are gone. So that's from my hippie days. So it wasn't about that kind of grass, it's about that kind of grass. So I just wanted to bring that one out. There was another one, and these are actually prose and not poems. I do know the difference, so these are prose. And this one I wrote because I was on campus one day, and one of the more hippie-ish young ladies was running around without a bra. And so it made me giggle and think. And I was thinking, so I wrote, and this was at the beginning of the women's movement and everything like that. It wasn't even Me Too then. It was like, hey, I'm here. So this one's called A Broad Reform. And it goes like this. All freedom, she says, emancipation from the bra. Back to before the time of Hollywood. Imprison my womanish fat in cornucopias of linen and lace. All freedom to draw libidinous stares. All freedom for the young, the small, and for a time the large. All freedom till the tissue breaks down. All freedom till you look like a bitch who has been dragging her pups around by its tits. All freedom, like most freedoms, only for the strong. Hippie years, fun years. that was great. I enjoyed doing all that when I was in college, high school, things like that. I was doing a lot of writing in high school and college, poems and prose and short stories. So I may do one of my short stories at one of the times. There's more thunder. So this may be shortening up pretty quick. So anyway, before I go, due to the rain and the fact that I really wanted to be outside a little bit and enjoy the daffodils and let you enjoy the daffodils as they sit behind me. And so anyway, it's The Red Bitch's Revenge. That's the book I'm peddling currently. It's came out November 18th last year, and it's an action adventure novel. It's long. It's 520 words, 520 pages, 141,000 words. So it will take you. It's like two novels thrown together. So it'll take you a little while to read it. And in the things that we're going through right now, a little while to read a book is pretty good. And the people who read it said they were sorry that it was over. They wished it was longer. So they're in line to read Angel the Assassin, which is coming up pretty soon this summer. I hope maybe earlier if we're stuck in here that much longer and I don't have anything to do. I can't even watch the news anymore. It's always the same, and it's always the same. I put it on for 2 minutes, nothing's changed, shut it off. I've been listening to classic rock and roll all the time now. When I'm writing, when I'm sitting, when I'm eating, all the time I'm listening to classic rock and roll. It is so good. Okay, by the way, it's starting to sprinkle. So this is Identity. This is the one that's where your life starts coming into it and it starts being that way. And you write about it. And so, again, Jane's Adventures in Storyland. It's a long one, but it's easy to remember. www.janesadventuresinstoryland.com. Give me a dial up. I have more poems and plays and short stories that are on that site. It's free. It's in my short stories. Also, there's a history about me and there's about the books. And right now, it's getting really dicey, so it's time to go in. Thank you all. We really appreciate it. Y'all have a safe time. Be safe. Get your distance, and I love you all. Bye.